y'all, Pam here with BeeCreative Crafts, and welcome to Off the Hook. So y'all, we are on episode 106 with the lemon peel stitch is what we are going to be working on tonight, which is also known as the griddle stitch. We have several people already in chat, so let me welcome everybody in. Hello, Miss Lisa McClure, welcome in. She said she's going to be lurking, and Chris K said she will see in a bit. Spring raid. Oh, yay. Thank you, Spring. And thank you, Chris, for letting me know. And Miss Angel, hello, hello. I was over at Springs earlier, and then I ducked out to go fix my supper. She was spinning some beautiful yarn. Alrighty, y'all. So, before we get started, let me show y'all something. If you missed my live last Saturday night, I unboxed a test tube holder that I had bought off of Amazon. And I had bought it to see if I could hold my Odyssey hooks, my furls hooks. And let me show y'all. It works great. Spin around this way. Check it out. Ta-da! They fit in there really well. It's got like a little divot here. And there's plenty of room for the hooks to go in there. They are not snug. So, ladies and gents, if you have some furls hooks, flip it around here. It also will hold your streamlines because they've got that wide body. So if you've been looking for a holder for your hooks and yeah, test tube holder. So there you go. That is what I use. Hey, Tammy. She's very nice. Angel says very nice. I know, right? So we check. Can I help you? Tiny's coming in to say howdy do. He's knocking stuff over. Actually, I had a box sitting there. But actually, it's the box that came out of was still sitting there. And he likes to play in boxes. But yeah, so I know a lot of the crochet, hair in my mouth. I know a lot of the crochet hook holders are kind of on the pricey side. But I think when we looked that up last week, what was it, y'all? Wasn't it like 20-something bucks? 21, 22. And they may have them even cheaper. And of course, I'm sure they have some more expensive ones as well. But that's just the bamboo test tube holder. So y'all check it out. If, like I said, if you're looking for something to hold your hooks. But I mean, we also tested it out. It'll also hold your diamond painting pins. Like if you have some of the thicker ones. So, yeah. There you go. All right, y'all. Are y'all ready to get started on the lemon peel stitch? It is a very, very easy stitch. When worked in an even number, it is a 1-row repeat. When worked in an odd number, it's a 2-row repeat. The nutshell version of the stitch, you alternate between single and double crochet all the way across. On your way back, you work the opposite stitch on top of the row previous. So if you come to a double crochet, you're going to work a single crochet in the top of that. If you single crochet, you're going to work a double crochet on top of that one. And that's why it's a 1-row or 2-row repeat. Because if you're doing an even number, you're going to end with a double crochet, chain 1 turn, and then you're going to start with your single. So single, then your double. And so that's why it's a 1-row. If you're working with an odd number, you'll end with a single crochet. So when you chain and turn, you'll start with a double. And you'll end with a double. And then when you do the next row, you'll start and end with a single. Probably totally just lost all of y'all because I went through that super quick. But I'm going to turn the camera and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So let me do that. Oh, first let me grab my yarn. Or do y'all want to see the blanket first? You want to see how it's coming out? I got it laying here. I haven't done very much on this stitch, but there you go. That's my October section. Hey, JoJo, welcome in. So that's my lemon peel section so far for October. I did that earlier, and I will probably work on this a little bit later tonight. But I brought in, there it is. I brought in, hey, Robert. Not Robert, Michael. I do that every time. Hey, Michael, how are you? He said, hiya, sweet. Hiya, all. Hey, hey, hey. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why I called him Robert. I did it the last time he popped in. I don't know. My brain just... Ugh. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to be using this. I think I'm going to use this variegated. But I have one that's already in the process of being worked on. Whoops. It's a little scrappy piece. So I'm going to use this. And this, okay, so y'all want to see what's in this bag? This bag came from Cynthia's Joyful Creation. She sent this to me as some Happy Meal quite a long time ago. But I have all kinds of cotton in here. So we got this purple, orange, we got some pink, we got the multi, we got another multi, got some yellow, got some lotion. What color is this one? Got some turquoise. Hey, Kimberly and Darcia and Chris K. Welcome in, welcome in. Have I missed anybody else? There's Miss Diane. Let me see. Said hey to Miss Flower Tammy. Alrighty, let's see. Darcia says, sorry I'm late. I've been adulting. I hate adulting. I know, right? Sometimes adulting is the pits. Hey, Karen. Oh, cool. Michael says, doing good. Just designed a new blanket for Boggy Creek. Awesome. That's cool. Cruising right along. All right, everybody saying hey to everybody. But anyway, yeah, that's what's in the bag. This is what I was using. If y'all have seen the short, did I do a short? Pretty sure I did a short. Yeah, I did. I know I did. I did a video. I made a skirt using the willow square. And this is the bag that I used for doing that. And this is what I joined them all together with. And then I also made a couple of the squares out of the variegated. And I alternated between the variegated and the solids. Hey, Spring! Thanks for the raid! I had to duck out and fix my supper. But I was telling them that yarn you were spinning is going to be beautiful. And everybody is saying howdy do to each other. All right, so... let me grab a hook and flip my camera, and we're going to get started on the lemon peel stitch. And yeah, switcheroozy here. It's such a delay. I need to go back and see how long of a delay, because I know that my face, I know I tell y'all this every week. I know my face is like, dur, dur, dur. Okay. There we go. Ha! I was getting ready to say, where's my hook? I forgot. I showed it to y'all just a second ago. It's in the hook case. Okay, so let me show y'all this from a top view. Okay. So y'all, it's the bamboo test tube holder. And all the little furls hooks fit in it so nice and neat, and they're not snug. But they're not like super loosey-goosey either. They fit in there really, really well. Oh, Bonnie says, hey, last week I bought 3 skeins of that I Love This Cotton that you just had there. Awesome. Karen is doing the crab stitch on another boggy blanket. Cool. Darcia saying hello to all the lurkers. Yes, hello, lurkers. And thank y'all so much for watching. I appreciate y'all so very, very much. What size hook do I want to use? Let's go with an eye. What am I going to make? What am I starting? I am just right now going to show this stitch. But I may, since I have quite a bit of this. Okay, let me show you what I'm using. I'm using I Love This Cotton. And this is in the color Brights. I may go ahead and make it wide enough because I might make this into like a little scarf. Hey, Melanie J, welcome in. So I may make it wide enough to where it can be a little scarf because I have enough of this color that I could do that. And this is a cotton. Got something black on my finger. Okay. So we are going to do, let's do, you know what? Let's do a chain of 21 and see how wide that gets us. Since I'm using an eye, I may need to go a little wider. Okay, so there's 10. I think that'll be all right. Whoa. There's 21. That'll be a skinny, it'll be a skinny scarf. That'd be okay. Bonnie said hers is different. She got 360 Eastern Nova. That's the name. Okay. Eastern, not Easter. Eastern Nova. Okay. They're probably fairly similar then. And I have another color of this that's more pastel-y. But I don't remember what it was called. It's floating around here somewhere. Okay, so I'm just going to start out with a row of single crochet just as a foundation. I'm trying to count this as I go. Did I miss Sharon coming in? Let me scrolly. Hey, Sharon, welcome in. I did miss you. Welcome in, everyone. And how is everyone doing tonight? Bonnie says, yes, they are similar. But what kind of a name is Eastern Nova? I don't know. When I think of a nova, I think of colors for some reason. But then I also think of like more like blues and like a darker blue. I don't know. So what has everybody got planned for the weekend? I know it's Thursday, so the weekend is coming up on us quick. And I started talking, totally lost my count, so I'll have to go back and recount. And let's see, Monty said, nope, mine has more blue than hers, and hers has more pink. Huh. I don't know. Whoa. See what happens when I turn my head to look at the chat, and then I lose my stitch. Okay, let me give this a count here and see what I got. I should have an even number here. And I do. Like I said, just work on this blanket and bust it out before I do the reveal for my first Boggy Creek blanket pattern on Wednesday. Awesome. Alrighty. Kimberly says quilting, and more quilting. Well, I am going to, my plan is to get the stitch tutorial done for our November stitch. For those that missed it on Saturday night, we picked the stitch for November, and the November stitch is the star stitch. So I will be working up a tutorial for that. And Bonnie said, way to go, Michael. If I do a Tunisian blanket, it'll probably take me a year. LOL. It took 2 weeks to make a scarf. I do like the Tunisian stitch. I do. I haven't done enough projects with it to love it like Michael does, but I do like Tunisian. I like the look of it. Hey, Barry, welcome in. Alrighty, so now we're going to chain one and turn. Now you can do a half double at the start and the end of the stitch if you want to, Or you can just jump straight into it. And let me zoom down one and then turn off autofocus so that it doesn't do in and out. Bonnie says, I love Tunisian. It's got the look of knitting, but it's faster, but you frog a lot. Well, once you get into it, you'll you probably won't. Bonnie said she loses stitches fast. But yeah, you probably won't. Well, I don't know. I haven't had that problem with it, but then again, I haven't made like a huge project with it. Everything I've done with Tunisian has been smaller projects. So that could be why. I did make a scarf, but I did it like a square at a time for a whole year. Michael said, but you did it, and that's all that matters. The first blanket will be a little complicated for beginners, and the second one is very beginner friendly. Cool. Darcia says she hopes she can get some crochet in. The hubby hasn't been doing well, but we're working on it. Oh, good deal. Good deal that you're going to try to get some crocheting in. Hopefully he'll be doing better. Bonnie said, yep, I just got to get used to it. I mean, I've been crocheting for 50 years, knitting for 30. I can do those pretty good, so it'll probably take me a while to learn this. Yeah, and it's just it's like you said, it's just something different. Now, I did buy me a cabled Tunisian hook because I was going to go big or go home kind of thing and start a blanket. I just haven't. Barry said he should be moved into his new place come the first week of November, and the landlord is going to use his truck to move the rest of the stuff. Oh, that's great. Alrighty, y'all, so let's get started. Okay, so this is going to be a 1-row repeat since we have an even number. So in this first stitch, work a single crochet. In the next stitch, work a double crochet. And then you're just going to alternate singles and double all the way across to the end. Now on my calendar blanket, I did mine in an odd number, and I am starting and ending each row with a half double. So currently my stitch count on my blanket is 199. If you are stitching along with the blanket, you can keep your count at the 198, which is what we ended September with. Or you can up it to 199. That is your choice. If you keep it at the 198, it's just going to be a 1-row repeat. And like I said, it's not hard to do the 2-row repeat because all you're going to be doing is working the opposite stitch from the row below. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here in just a minute. Let's see. Bonnie said, yeah, me too. I got a set of the regular and the cables. The regular end of the cable. I'll read it right here in a second. Okay, no, I was reading it right the first time. She got a set of the regular ones and the cables. See, I knew what you meant. I just backtracked. Okay, so single, then in the row with a double crochet. Chain 1 and turn. Barry said, Angel, what's the 411 on the puppies? Bonnie said, yeah, Siri crazy. Okay, so this being a 1-row repeat, you're going to start with a single and then do a double, single, double, single, double. And what you're doing is, on this row here, we ended with a double crochet. So when we turn on top of this double, we're going to work a single crochet. Then on top of the single, you're going to work a double. So if this had have been an odd number, we would have done one more stitch, which would have been single crochet. So you would chain 1 and turn, and then that would make your first stitch a single, so you would need to work a double. Hey, Mishi! She said blanket hugs to all, doing a puzzle with her daughter. Awesome. Hello, daughter. Mishi says, remember your thummies, everyone. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Angel said the puppies are chubby and feisty. Cute. Barry says, yeah, I cannot wait to not freeze to death this winter. Oh, I hear you for that. Okay, let me scroll back up here. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Alrighty. Scroll back up a little bit. I think I've caught it all. If I happen to miss your comment, y'all go ahead and just say it again. Alrighty, so we're going to chain one and turn, and then it's just the one row repeat. So in this first stitch, work a single, and then a double, and then you're single and doubling all the way across. And the lemon peel is also known as the griddle stitch. Gives you this really nice texture without having to do an actual post stitch. So you just, the texture is created by those double crochets kind of being pulled down a little bit by the singles. So this works up really nice. I've used this stitch for baby blankets, and I really like to use it for my washcloths. Washcloths, dishcloths, hand towels, because you get just enough texture to look nice. Hey, Nancy. She says, sorry I'm late. I was editing a video. And Miss Bonnie says, Mishi, you've been at 2K for 4 days now. Yes, and congratulations, Miss Mishi. She hit 2K. Woohoo! And y'all, I am right on the edge. I am inching up slowly to 3K. So yay! Hopefully I'll hit it soon. Okay, so I'm coming to the end of the row. I've got 2 stitches left. And you can see which one is your double because it kind of squishes down, kind of pops out just a little bit. So you work a single crochet on that one. And then in that last stitch there, work a double. Well, if I can get my hook in there. There we go. Then you chain one and turn. And see how you're starting to get that texture? And this stitch looks nice whether you're doing it in a variegated, a self-striping, a solid. Let me scroll back up a little bit. Everybody's welcoming in Miss Nancy. Hello, Miss Sandra. Welcome in. Bonnie said this is her favorite cotton to make her wash rags and dishcloths. Oh, really? See, I haven't used this for washcloths, so this does good for washcloths. I've used it for hand towels, but mostly I use this for clothing. Or, what was I making the other day with this? I made something with this. I don't remember what it was now, but yeah. But I've used it for clothes. And I know Nancy likes to use it for her amigurumis. Hi, Mandy. Welcome in. She said, I've never made one of these. I love this stitch. I use this stitch a lot. Like a lot. Sandra said, this stitch looks great on hats. Yes, it does. Darcia says, can you use an even number of chains for the lemon peel? Yes, ma'am. You absolutely can. And I will grab another thing of yarn and show that to you real quick. But you can absolutely do it with an even number of chains, which would give you an odd stitch count for your working stitch count. But absolutely, you can use either one. Hey, Jonathan, welcome in. And Miss Karen said she has made market bags with it. Bonnie said, yes, all of her washcloths are made with I Love This Cotton. In fact, it's her favorite cotton. She's bought them elsewhere, and they just sit because she loves to use I Love This Cotton. Well, that's cool. Cool. Yeah, usually I use, like, for my washcloths and stuff, normally I will use sugar and Lily sugar and cream, peaches and cream, sugar and something. What is it called, y'all? Help me out. Or I'll use the Crafter's Secret, Crafter's Y'all, hold up. I got a whole bunch of it right here. Let me just look. Whatever the other brand is at Hobby Lobby, they're why can I not open my drawer here? There we go. Oh well. I thought I had it sitting in there. I guess I took it to the other room. Nancy says all those milestone congratulations. She's only 117 away from 6K. Woohoo! Bonnie said her Tunisian scarf is, I love this cotton and it's so soft. Yeah, it works up really nice. It's a great. If y'all have never used this cotton and you're in the United States, give it a try. I've heard that the Mainstays at Walmart is very similar, has the same, feels the same. The main difference is you can get a lot more colors of I Love This Cotton than you can of the Mainstays. But if you're not in the United States and you have the Mainstays cotton at the Walmart, whether you're in Canada, it's very similar. Very, very, very similar. I have not done a comparison, but I've seen others that have and said they couldn't tell the difference. But like I said, I Love This Cotton has a lot more color options. And Nancy said she just bought some more of I Love This Cotton to make custom dolls and donut buddies. Garcia said peaches and cream. Yeah, peaches and cream. And then there's, is it sugar and cream? Maybe it's just sugar and cream. Hey, and Karen said crafter's secret. Hey, Lisa Knits, welcome in. She said popped in to leave a thumb and have a great night. Thank you, you too. Are you heading out to the shops? Miss Lisa, for those that don't know, is in Australia, so it's the middle of the day for her. And Bonnie says, Nancy, yep, I think it's the best cotton. Hey, Rudy, welcome in. See, Chris K says she sent me. Oh, okay. Chris K says she sent me a message on what she's doing this weekend, and yes, I can share. Let me look. Oh, that's pretty. She's making a sweater with 2 panels. Let me show y'all. And that's really pretty. I like that. Very nice. Like a mauve-y color. Very pretty. Let's see. Bonnie says she's bought the peaches and cream. And she's bought the one at Walmart and bought Michael's. Doesn't have a Joann's. And she loves I Love This Cotton the best. I do like it. I just had not, because it's so soft, I wasn't sure how it would do for dishcloths, honestly. Like I said, I've used it for towels, but I haven't used it for washcloths. I just wondered how well it would hold up with the wear and tear, but that's good to know that it does well. Hey, Granny D, welcome in. And Bonnie said she has tried the Walmart one of the Mainstays and it's not the same. Nancy saying howdy do to everybody. Bonnie said sugar and cream is stiff. It is. The sugar and cream and the peaches and cream and the Crafter's Secret, they're all stiffer. They're all a heavier duty cotton, what I call kitchen cotton, because you can use it to like scrub with. I would not consider it a wearable, but this I Love This Cotton is very, very soft, and I would definitely wear this. Scrolly, scrolly, scrolly. Lisa says, yep, she's heading to the shops and then some lunch. We'll have a fabulous, fabulous afternoon. Miss Lisa and them, it's getting warmer there. They're heading into summer while we're heading into winter. I guess I should tell y'all what I'm doing. So I've chained 1 and turned, and then in this first stitch, we're going to work a single crochet. Then working in that single from the row below, work a double. And then it's just a matter of repeating all the way across, doing a single and a double. And then I'm going to keep cruising on down through the chat. And then when I get to the end of this row, I will show you what happens if you start with an odd number. Let's see. Bonnie said, yes, she just compared the peaches and cream with I Love This Cotton, and the I Love This Cotton is softer. Oh, for sure. Absolutely, yeah. It's definitely softer. 100%. I just normally use those others because they are just a sturdy cotton. Everybody's saying howdy do to one another. Scrolly, scrolly, scrolly. Chris K says, I love this cotton. Is not 100% cotton though. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, mine is. It's just a softer cotton. I don't have mine. This one's not a blend. Now, the Just Cotton from Dollar Tree is not 100%. It is a, or at least the ones that I bought of the Just Cotton from Dollar Tree, it is a cotton blend. Let's see. And so Bonnie says she washes the washcloths all the time and they are still good. Well, that is good to know. I will have to try it because I have a lot of this. I love this cotton and it is very soft. So I bet this would make really good like baby washcloths because it is so soft. I'm just glad to know that it holds up well because I worried about them getting like really pilly. So Mishi says, hello, my future friend, Miss Lisa. And she's saying hi to Granny D and Bonnie and Chris K and just everybody. Angel said 19 thumbs so far. Awesome. Thanks, y'all. Mishi says 21. Thanks, y'all. Nancy says it is 66 there now, and she loves it. Nancy, are you ready for this? It is 47 degrees here. 47, y'all. Burr. But it's supposed to warm back up for a little bit. And then we end with a double crochet. But that's what it looks like if you're working it up. This is, I wouldn't necessarily say this is a self-striping because it's such a short color change, but it could be. I mean, you could stripe it. Let's see. Chris K says she makes hot pads though, Bonnie. You could still do this, make a hot pad with it, but you would definitely need to double it up. And I would say, and I'm with you on that, Chris. I prefer for hot pads the heavier duty, thicker, rougher, stiffer cotton, the peaches and cream. Mishi says 58 and she's in heaven. Bonnie says it also says all made in the USA. Yep. Made with US fibers. That it does. Darcia says ads. Y'all are probably back. Let's see. Lisa said today they've had some bad weather, buckets of rain, then some rain, then buckets of rain. Oh, I hear you. We had tons of rain. What was it? 2 weeks ago? Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of rain. Way more rain than we needed. Bonnie says, let's see, Chris K. Oh, okay. Bonnie's going to test it out. She's going to put a hot pad on it this weekend while she's cooking and let us know how it does. Hey, Dawn P, welcome in. And she's saying, yep, I love this cotton. It's 100% cotton. It's just softer. Yeah. And I'm, like I said, I mean, to me, I've always just used this for wearables. I have used it for a hand towel, but mostly I use it for wearables. But that's a good to know, though, that people have used it for dishcloths and stuff. Barry saying to Nancy, congrats on the 6K. Awesome. He has the apply button lit up for monetization now. We're killing it. Woohoo. Oh, that's great. Awesome. Bonnie saying to Lisa, send some rain there. Yeah. And Mishi says, I want snow. Y'all, East Tennessee got snow. They got their first snow Tuesday. Crazy. East Tennessee got snow on Tuesday. Angel said it dropped down to 33 last night, so I had the furnace running. Now, I did turn my heat on because it has been getting down in the 30s already. which is cold. I really should turn my camera when I'm talking to y'all like this and not working. Bonnie says she got the Dollar Tree one, and she's going to go look right now. Okay. Yeah, because I know my Dollar Tree ones that I bought is a mix. It's a cotton acrylic mix. It works really great, and I've used it. I've used the Dollar Tree cotton to make market bags with. And it's fairly soft. It's softer than Peaches and Cream. And Nancy says to Barry, not yet 6K, but congratulations on your milestone. Keep close enough, Nancy. We can go ahead and give you a congrats. You're knocking on the 6K door. And Granny D says, Mishi, I'm chilly. Barry's to Nancy, you'll have it. I have faith in you, Nancy. Yeah, Bonnie says her Dollar Tree cotton says 85 cotton, 15 polyester. Oh, maybe it is a polyester blend. I was thinking acrylic, but yeah. Chris K said, that's your square, Pam. Love it. Yeah, I haven't. It's just, it's going slow because I'm chit-chatting. Barry said it's going to get down to 35 there tonight. Darcia says it's 46. Nancy says, oh my, that is a bit cold, but I love colder weather. Granny D said 49. Mishi, Granny D, your blanket's almost done. Okay, so Bonnie says she's got those hot pads, the glass things from Dollar Tree, and she's got a big one from the kitchen store. She's got those on each counter in case I have to set something down. Granny D said their low tonight is 39. Bonnie's got the Rachel Ray cow with the mitts on the end. Take something out of the oven. Lisa says, okay, she's got to run before the next round of rain comes. All right, Lisa, well, thanks for popping in. Mishi says, I like the lemon pills. I like the lemon stitch. I made a sweater with it before. Yes, and I've used it in, I used it in a shirt that I designed when Bag O Day, when Crystal had her challenge to make something. I used the lemon peel in part of mine. Because it does. It just gives a little bit of texture. And Karen says she makes hot pads and towels with it and baby washcloths, and it washes up just fine and soft. Okay. Whoop. And Granny D says, yay, Mishi, I love it because you made it. Bonnie says to Mishi, keep that dang snow in Oklahoma. Don't send none my way. Granny D says, yep, I have my heat on. You know, I mean, I was getting cold the other night. It was down. The temperature in my house started with a 6. And I don't want any 60-somethings in my house. So I turned on the heat just enough to where to knock the chill off. I hate being cold. Hate being cold. Kimberly said it would never be cold enough for her. Well, you went from, they probably already have snow where you moved from, and then you went to South Carolina. So, yeah, you went to warmer climate. Bonnie said she turned her heat on last night and the night before. She keeps the thermostat at 68, which 68 is fine. I just prefer it to be a little bit warmer. I usually keep mine around 70, between 70 and 71. And sometimes that makes me a little chilly and I'll have to bump it up. Okay, y'all, let me turn the camera. Since I'm chatting with y'all, I don't know. I'm a weirdo. Yeah, I don't want y'all sitting there looking at my hands when I'm just chit-chatting. So let me finish reading the chat and then we'll go back to the stitch in a second. And Darcia said, all next week it's going to be in the 80s. That just broke my heart. It's supposed to warm back up here too. Yeah, I did see that it's supposed to warm back up. Audie said, yep, going back up to the 80s there too. She thinks it's good, 70 to 80. Let us have some fall. Don't go from hot to freezing. Yes, give us some fall. That's what it usually does, though. It'll be like 85, 90, and then next thing you know, it's like 40. And Granny D says, yep, she's got hers set on 68 too. Hey, Candy, welcome in. Mishi says, yep, those temps are supposed to be in the upper 60s again tomorrow, upper 70s again tomorrow and the weekend. I am so ready for sweater weather. But I like upper 60s, low 70s. That's like my sweet spot. I like those a lot. Karen said it's going to be 68 in Sacramento. Oh, that's going to be nice because y'all been like 99 triple digits, like seems like forever. So that's going to feel like cold. Bonnie said, yep, it's been freezing for 3 days. Granny D says, any health news about me? Not yet. And since Granny D brought it up, I know she's mentioned it on her channel. I've not mentioned it here yet. I just told y'all I had some stuff going on. So I'll kind of give y'all a little brief, hey, this is what's going on with me. So some of y'all saw, if you're members, you may have saw my Cologuard video. So that came back positive. So after that, I had to have a colonoscopy. So that also came back not great. And I was diagnosed with colon cancer. So I've been going to the doctor a lot. Like a lot. Over the past 2 weeks, I've been to the doctor more than I've probably been in the last 3 years. But I will be having surgery coming up soon. The surgeon wants to do it within the next 2 weeks. She was hoping to get me in next week or the week after. I was hoping I would hear from them yesterday or today with my surgery date, but I have not heard back from them yet. So hopefully I'll hear from them tomorrow. So I may or may not be going live next week. It just depends upon when that surgery date is. So, yes. Granny D says, praying for you daily. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. Mishi says, hugs, my friend. Member for 13 months. Yay! Thank you. And let's see, Darcia says, I feel you on that one, but my hubby gets so cold, so I have to turn on the heat. Mishi said, no, still warm there. She wants that cold. Ooh. See, I don't mind it when it's cold outside, but I want fall temps. I like it in the, like even in the like upper 50s for the fall, so you can put on a hoodie. But I don't want it to go from like 80 to 30. That's too much. That's too fast. Give us them. I want the fall temps. They gotta sneak in there for a little bit. Diane says 43 in Jersey. Oh, wow. Hey, Lana, welcome in. Angel said, I'm so sorry. Thanks, y'all. Thank you for all the prayers and the hugs. I appreciate it. Barry said, I'll add you to a prayer group and praying for you too. Thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. Oh, thanks, Nancy. Angel says, not looking forward to getting my colonoscopy next month. I'm sorry. I don't want to scare anybody, but y'all, if you are of an age, if you are, they upped the age, or they lowered the age, I should say, because it was 50. So if you are 45 and older, if your doctor has not recommended that you get a colonoscopy or do the Cologuard, bring it up to your doctor because your insurance will pay for that. It's a preventative measure. So y'all get checked out. And for Angel, after talking to a few friends before I had my colonoscopy done, what is not on that list was Depends. And girl, yes, I did. There's no shame in my game, y'all. I did. I bought me a pack of Depends and I wore them because if you know, you know. And I did. Hey, Cindy, welcome in. Bonnie said she's going to tell her client to take you to her prayer day. Oh, thank you. Your prayer group. Lana said it's down to the 70s in California. Good deal. Grady said, big hugs, loads of prayers. Thank you. Mishi says, been praying. You're in our hearts. I appreciate the y'all. Hey, Angela, welcome in. Aw, thanks, Mishi. Bonnie said she had a colonoscopy. The colonoscopy is not the bad. It's not the bad part. It's the night before that sucks egg rolls. Girl, you are not lying. It's the prep. It's the prep for the colonoscopy. Yeah. Talking about the Depends, I just said, yeah, I did that with my first one I had done. Lulu Cindy had a colonoscopy 6 years ago. Tammy says she's had 10 so far, hates the prep. It is not, it's not, it doesn't even taste that bad, y'all, the prep. It's the amount of it that you have to drink. I mean, like they told me to mix all mine with Gatorade. I don't mind Gatorade, but I don't want to drink 64 ounces of Gatorade in an hour. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's the problem. Bonnie says just stay in the bathroom and don't leave. Angela said she just had the Cologuard. Yeah. The Cologuard was weird, y'all. It was, because you like poop in a bowl in a little, they give you a thing to put on your toilet and you poop in it. Then you scoop it out and you mail your poop off. That's how it works. I don't know. It was weird. But Mishi said poop in the box is the way to go. Y'all, it cracked me up so much. Like driving to the UPS store to drop off that box of poop, my box of crap. Because I'm always saying that. I'm always like, oh, I got to go box up my crap. I got to pack up my crap. Got to clean up my crap. Anyway. And so at that point, I was literally boxing up my crap. And then I mailed it off. Chris K says, then they've changed the prep flavor. Yes. See, like mine, they didn't have me do the Go Lightly. They have, what is it? There's two of them that start with an M. Mucinex. That's not it. Crap. Bonnie said, I never had to box up crap. What is that? It's the Cologuard. Cindy said, Angel said, yep, weird ain't the word for it. Right? Hey, Bojan. You popped in on us talking about poop. Kenny D says, I remember you laughing about that. Yes. It just had me laughing. Like, as I was driving, like, people probably thought I was nuts. Like, driving down the road, people passing me probably thought, because I was laughing. It's because it just kept popping in my head that I was mailing off poop. Bonnie says, I've never heard of that. It's, your doctor can prescribe it. They send you a box to your house. It comes in a box. Boop, boop. A little Cologuard box, and then you pop it up, or you do it at home, and then you mail it off to a lab. Is it Maalox? Maybe it is Maalox. I just bought it. Hold on. I'll tell you exactly what I have to take. But I bought the unflavored. I know the first I have to take Dulcolax first. And this was the colonoscopy prep that I had to do. 2 Dulcolax. And then 64 ounces. Well, that's how much liquid. Where is my orders? Purchase history. Miralax. I knew it started with an M. Thank you, Melanie JC. I just had to wait a second. Hey, Sanita. Yes, Miralax. Bonnie said she had kidney stone problems. She had to pee in a big bottle all night long and bring similar, just opposites. Darcia said her hubby had his prostate removed. They removed all of the cancer. Thank God he's still healing. Guys, get your prostate checked, please. Yes. Melanie J said she had to reschedule the 3rd time. Oh, no. But yes, Miralax. Nancy said her prep came in a kit from the pharmacy. Yeah, mine came. They just sent it straight to the house. My chat is jumping. Karen said her brother called the other day and he said, I'll call you back. I have to send my crap off. Yeah, it's literal. It's just that I was laughing at the UPS driver because he didn't know what was in the box he was picking up. Yeah, I wondered about that, dude. Melanie said they have pills now too, but her Medicaid didn't cover it. All of mine was over the counter stuff. Granny D said she had a good colonoscopy last November. She was scared because as it had been ages since she had had one, but I had 0 polyps. All is well, but they found I had microscopic colitis. I am so glad that it came back great. I'm glad that you got a clean bill of health on that. I only had 1 polyp, but that 1 polyp was a doozy apparently, and it really kind of surprised the surgeon or the well, yeah, he's a surgeon, the doctor that took it out, because he said nothing about it looked like cancer to him, but he did go ahead and send it off to the lab, and it had cancerous cells in the polyp. Bonnie said they gave her a bottle of something that she had to drink and then drink water afterwards. It was some sugary, yucky stuff. I bet that was the Go Lightly. That's what my cousin had to use, and I think my dad had to take that. And from what I understand from them, they call it Go Lightly, and they said that is a very, very bad choice of words for that, because that is not what you do when you drink it. You do not go lightly. Granny D says, treated with 1 round of steroids and no more problems. Thank goodness. Yes, thank goodness. Barry said, that cracks me up. We aren't allowed to send hazardous materials via mail, FedEx, or UPS, but we can ship our poo. Right? And we're back to the bottom of the chat. So if anybody that popped in on that conversation, y'all are like, what on earth did I just step into? We talking about poo. But yeah, so that is what is going on with me. My sister suggested that I do a vlog about it. So I will probably start a whole new playlist. I thought about doing it on my other channel, but I know a lot of y'all have been messaging me, and several of y'all have sent me cards and well wishes and happy mail, and I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that has reached out, and those that have been praying, and those that know and haven't said anything but have been doing it without me knowing. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of y'all. I really, really do. So I think what I'm going to do is start a vlog. So do it as a separate playlist and label it like My Medical Journey. That way, if you don't want to watch that, if it's triggering for you, or if that's just not something you're interested in watching, then all of those videos will start out with My Medical Journey in the title. And then that way you can choose whether or not you want to watch it. Let's see. Granny D says, before that, I crapped for a month daily and had to wear a diaper at night and day. It was so gross. Girl. I'm telling you what, my friend took me to my colonoscopy, and she told me about it. And then another person who I won't call out because she's on the YouTube streets and I don't want to but she was telling me with a colonoscopy. Yeah. And my friend told me, she's like, with this prep, she's like, girl, she's like, I was standing at the sink brushing my teeth and I didn't even know I had to go. And I went. And I'm like, I don't want to have to do that. So I bought me some Depends. It was not on the list. So if they give you your list of stuff that for your colonoscopy prep, just go ahead and add that on there. Pam says Depends. I bought the Walmart brand. They worked great. Because, you don't want to be cleaning up that in addition to drinking. You just don't. Bonnie says, colonoscopy is a piece of cake, but that prep, get out of here. I know. It's the prep. The prep is the stuff. And the prep for the surgery is basically the same, but she added stuff to it. So I'm not looking forward to that at all. And then they had me drink this stuff for the CT scan. And again, it's not that it tasted bad, but there was just so much of it. And I was just like, ooh. It was gross. Alrighty, y'all. Let me flip the camera. We're going to get back into the stitch. This is what it's looking like. Y'all can keep talking about it in the chat if you want to. I'm going to flip the camera back around, grab another yarn first, because I don't want to frog that one back out, because I think I'm going to use that for something. So let me grab another thing of yarn, and Hold on. Bonnie says, I'm coming up on 10 years. Lord, I hope my doctor doesn't tell me I need to see her on Monday. When the surgeon called me back after my colonoscopy, he had told me when he removed the polyp that he would let me know if he needed to see me again in 3 years or 5 years. That's what I thought he was calling to tell me. That's what I thought they were calling to tell me. So, Bonnie, they're probably going to tell you need another one, would be my guess. I don't want to, make you sad, but Dawn P said hers wasn't that bad, prep or procedure. Well, that's good. My friend said she also suggested that I buy some baby wipes. Now, don't flush your baby wipes, but it just isn't pleasant. It's the amount. It's not so much that it's bad. It doesn't taste. Mine didn't taste bad. It's just the amount of liquid that you have to put into your body. Melanie J says that sounds like a good detox after drinking that. It is a very good detox. Just cleans you out. Chris K, let's see. They forget to mention you must. Sanita says she just finished Spring's Cowl with that stitch. Awesome! Yay! It's a pretty stitch. I really like it. I use it for a lot of stuff. Grady D says, now I wear the Depends. Melanie says, move the age in North Carolina to 45, so they are really busy. Yes, they did. They dropped it. Because my doctor had never mentioned to me to have one until I went I had a frozen shoulder, and I went to follow up with that, and I saw my friend that I had been seeing for years. Last time I went for my wellness check, I saw a different doctor. He didn't even mention it. Didn't say peep. Didn't say nothing. Didn't ask me about any of the testing. Didn't ask me about my mammogram. Didn't ask me about none of it. So when I saw her and she was asking me about my shoulder, she was going, when was the last time you had a mammogram? I was like, pre-pandemic. When was the last time you had? And she asked me all these questions. She asked, when was the last time you had a colonoscopy? I was like, never. So, yeah. So, yep. But I want to say they recently changed it to 45 because it was 50. So they dropped it down to 45. Bonnie said, yep, she's 60 and they told her she needed one every 10 years. She had one at 50. Yeah, so that's what I was thinking, 50 is what it was. Melanie said, so I've had yours. Yes, I did, Melanie. I had it on, let's see. 13. I had a colonoscopy on September 20th. And I got my results on the 24th. Angel says, I'm glad you showed your health details. That is brave and benefits others to be okay to open up to. Well, now that I've kind of sat with it for a couple of weeks, I still get super stressed out. My friend texted me last night. Last night wasn't a good night. The past couple of nights have been really stressful. And I told her, I said, I try to be positive and uplifting, and I try to stay positive, but also on the verge. At any given second, I could bust out in tears. So I just try to talk it out. But like I told y'all last week before y'all knew everything that was going on, those that have been praying for me, I feel your prayers. I truly, honestly do. Diane said she took the pills. See, I had to take 2 Dulcolax, which is a laxative, and then the Miralax, which is a powder, and then I dumped it into all that Gatorade. And then drinky. Tom P said, I didn't get the option to take pills. I didn't either. Sunita said, yep, they say 45 for colon. Got 3 more years. See, and that's what my sister said. Like, now she's stressing because polyps, which I didn't realize we had a history of polyps in our family. None of them have been cancerous. But so she is definitely going to get hers when she turns 45 for sure, if not sooner. Melanie said the doctor told her that the pills didn't work as good as the liquid. Bonnie says, just buy a sleeping bag and sleep in the bathroom. Everybody get your colonoscopy. It's not bad. Yeah, it's Melanie says, glad that part is over. Yeah, that part's over. However, got a lot more coming. A lot more to go with it. So yeah. Angel said, I'm just hearing about this, but you got this. Angel, I haven't told anybody on my channel, like publicly. Several people know behind the scenes, and I told Granny D, and she has shared it on her channel, but I had not shared it on my channel. But yeah, so I'll be having surgery coming up within the next couple of weeks. They've told me I'll be in the hospital for 2 to 3 days, minimum. If I do well, then I'll get to go home at that point. If not, then I may be there longer. But yeah, 2 to 3 days. And then recovery time will be 4 to 6 weeks, roughly. And she said that's just the I won't say the generic timeline, but that's just the, okay, we're going to say 4 to 6 weeks. You may be feeling great after 2 weeks and able to do a lot more things like you were, but that's the average timeline. Lana, when is your surgery? I don't know yet. I was hoping to hear from her yesterday or today, but I haven't heard from her yet. So hopefully I will hear from her tomorrow. If not, I may have to give her a call and see if they got it scheduled. Dawn P said hubby is close to aging out. Lucky me. Bonnie says, sounds like they found it early. So you're just going to have the surgery. It's going to be gone. God got your back. No worries. Thanks, Bonnie. Bonnie says somebody told her about it. She went back and watched, but she didn't see anything. You talking about Granny D's? She mentioned it right after I told her, so it's been a couple weeks. She got permission first before she mentioned it. Oh, you went back and watched my videos. Yeah, I haven't said anything. Yeah. I just now said I tonight because Granny D asked it, and I was feeling I'd already kind of like before the live started. I thought I'd probably share with y'all tonight, and yeah, so I decided I would. But I am going to do a vlog. Like I said, my sister suggested it. Every time I have felt up to talking about it or videoing it, I haven't been at a place where I could. And then when I got home and was able to record, I wasn't in the right frame of mind to do it. But tonight, I'm feeling good. I mean, I haven't felt bad at all. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I felt fine. So, so it was a bit of to say it was a bit of a shock is an understatement. We'll just put it like that. Bonnie said, I'm glad you shared with us. Remember, you've got a lot of friends here. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate it. I really do. Okay. Now I'm really going to grab the yarn. Give me a second. Let's see here. Oh, I forgot I have a whole bag of yarn right here. I don't have to dig around in that drawer for something. Let's see. What do we got here? We'll use this one. That'll work. Alrighty. Let me flip my camera back around. And I will show y'all what happens if you do. There on my side it paused with my mouth open. So, what was I doing here? Rice stitch. And this one is called Sunshiny. It is also, I love this cotton. So Miss Darcia, if you are still in chat, let me show you what we got going on here. And I just remembered I I need to do this right quick for Miss Mishi and Miss Nancy. That is for y'all. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Darcia says, I'm here. Okay. So if you start out with an even chain, so we're just going to do a little quick chain. We're just going to do 10. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a foundation single crochet row. You do not have to do a foundation row. You can go straight into the stitch if you want to. I like working into a foundation row, but it is absolutely not required. With this particular stitch, you can just jump right in and start working on it. Lulu Cindy says, pretty cotton. Hey, Samantha, welcome in. Alrighty. And for those that don't know, if you work in that back hump, you get the V's on top and you get the V's on bottom. Hey, Aisha, welcome in. Yes, Samantha, I will show it here in just a moment. Let me show Miss Darcia and anybody else how to do the lemon peel, starting with an odd number. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So now we have 9. So I started out with a chain of 10, and now my working stitch count is going to be an odd number, so we're going to have 9. So if you do the lemon peel in an odd multiple, then it's a 2-row repeat. So you're going to chain 1 and turn. I always start with a single, so we're going to start with a single, or on the first row rather, my first pass, my first of the 2-row repeat, I start with a single. So we got a single, and then a double, and then you're going to alternate singling and doing a single and a double all the way across. Let's do that right, yeah. And I double. All right, and then we have 1 stitch left. So in this last stitch, you're going to work a single crochet. So if you're working in an odd multiple, you're going to start and end each row the same, like as far as what stitch. So if you start with a single, you'll end with a single. Okay, so then you're going to chain 1 and turn. And then the next row, got cat hair on here, you're going to start with a double crochet because you're working the opposite stitch than what the row before it was. So in the single crochet that you just ended with, you're going to work a double crochet into that single. And then on your double crochet, you'll work a single. So you're going to just do that repeat all the way across, continuing to alternate between double and single. So double crochet and then single crochet. So if you're working on this blank, or if you're working this up or adding it to a project, it does not matter unless you're working in the round. If your stitch count is even or odd. If you're working on it in the round, you're going to want your stitch count to be even. Otherwise, you will end with, you'll have 2 stitches that are gonna be the same side by side. Chain 1 and turn. And then you're back to the first row that you did here. So you start with a single crochet because again, you're working the opposite stitch from what is the row below. So we just ended that row with a double crochet. So in top of this stitch, you're going to work a single. And then you just alternate single and double. And if you want to frame out your texture, all you have to do is start and end your row with a half double, and that's going to give you a nice smooth edge, and frame out your textured project. I do that a lot with my projects using this stitch. I don't know why. I just like the way it looks. And there you go. See how you get those single crochets bring down that double, which is pops it out just a little bit, and that's what gives you the texture. That white's kind of getting blown out, but there you go. You can see it. Scrolly back up a little bit. Does anybody have any questions on the lemon peel stitch, which again is also known as the griddle stitch? So it doesn't matter if you start with an odd or an even. It's just going to make a difference as far as it being a 1 row repeat. So if your stitch multiple or your working stitch count is an even number, then it's a 1 row repeat. If your stitch count is an odd multiple, then it's going to be a 2 row repeat. But it's really, basically, it's easy to figure it out because you'll be working a single crochet on top of your doubles. And then this one here is a single, so a double crochet would be on top of it. Hey, Miss Jen Reeves, welcome in. And y'all, we got to drop our Jeopardy question. We was chit-chatting, and I didn't do that yet. So let me turn the camera back around. You are so very welcome, Miss Darcia. Let me turn my camera back around. Settings. Hi again, it's me. And let's do the Jeopardy question. So, where it is? There it is. Okay, so the category again, y'all, is time to go green. And in the whole scheme of things of the calendar, I realized why. Because in the calendar, because y'all know I'm doing a day, what is it called? What are these little calendars called? These, where each day is a different thing. So each day has a different question. Today's question would have been on St. Patrick's Day. So that is why this particular week's worth of questions has been time to go green. Okie dokie. So the question, or the answer is, a rhododendron is usually this type of plant, and a pine this type of tree. And y'all, I got it right. Woohoo! Yay me! Let me go back over here. Everybody is saying hello to Miss Jen. Samantha says, I want to see your blanket. Okay, I'm going to show it to you here in just a second. All right. So while y'all are putting your answers or your question to the answer there, I will show my blanket for Miss Samantha. I switched off. Now I'm using. All right, Miss Anita, Jen. This is called Oceanic. It's blue. Actually, the whole blanket is different shades of blue, but I'm using Roll With It Tweed by Red Heart. I picked this up at Ollie's a long time ago now. But here it is. Okay, let's see here. She's getting big, y'all. Okay, so we've got moss stitch for January, sedge stitch for February, half double for March. April was the shell stitch, followed by the iris stitch. And now I'm off what months we got. Okay, so then we had the basket weave. Then we had the Suzette stitch. Can y'all still see? Okay. And then we had the rice stitch. Then we had the waffle stitch. And now we have got the lemon peel stitch. And I haven't done very much on lemon peel. So. Bonnie said, what is, I don't know nothing about trees. Y'all remember the category. Time to go green. And Lucy said, that's a beautiful blue. So we got a lot of answers coming in. Cindy says, very beautiful. Thanks, y'all. And also, while we got the answers coming in, I will let y'all know if you would like to drop your channel link. Whoa. The word is be happy. Be happy. Be happy now. B-E-E happy, all one word. Please only drop your link one time, and your all your friends here in the chat can go check out your channel. Samantha says, on your blanket, are you doing the 2-row repeat? Yes, ma'am, I am, because I did take my stitch count up to 199, so I'm doing the 2-row repeat. If I had have thought it out before I did that, I could have just left it at 198 and done a 1-row repeat. So, you know, that's your choice. Yep. I see some evergreens coming in. Melanie J says, where's Miss Ivy B? I don't know. She might be lurking. She lurks quite a bit. I do as well. So, y'all, I watch a lot of lives, but I don't always say howdy do. A lot of times I just hang in the backgrounds just listening. Thanks, y'all. So, yeah, my blanket is coming right along. And the stitch for November is going to be the star stitch. Now, I'm trying to decide if I want to, because the star stitch is really pretty. If I want to do the star stitch, which is a 2-row repeat, or which is a 2-row. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do that and then break it up by putting like a half double in between and then do another row of star stitch so that the star stitch really, for that section, really pops out. Or if I just want to do star stitch, star stitch, star stitch, star stitch. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm trying to decide. I'll figure it out between now and next month. Scrolly, scrolly, scrolly. See some more evergreens coming in. I saw a spruce, a Fraser fir. Melanie J says, I was listening and stitching. Hey, Carrie, welcome in. So, Carrie, did you have fun visiting the square with the seeing all the skeletons? Our town should be called Halloween Town this time of year. They do it up. They do it up really cool. Do, do, do. I feel like I'm like sitting down in the thingy. It's cutting me off right here. Gotta sit up straight. Carrie said, yep, it was great. They're so cool. So all of the businesses around, we have a town square, and all of the businesses have like think Hallmark, like it's that kind of town square. It's a very small town. But they all of the businesses, I guess, decorated a skeleton, for lack of a better way to. So we've got we have a bronze statue of Minnie Pearl sitting on a bench, and because Minnie Pearl is from, this was her hometown, and so one of the businesses decorated their skeleton with long braids and like a Willie Nelson inspired skeleton. And then we had another one that did like a waitress, and we have one that's like a construction worker, and they're really cute. Granny D said she was watching an R.L. Stine Halloween-y type movie, but got to finish it later. Had to stop to come here. Well, thank you for coming here. I appreciate that. Samantha says, are you going to do a blanket next year? You know what, Samantha? I don't know. I'm not sure. I had thought about instead of doing a blanket because when it got time to do my craft show this year, I had quite a few things made, but not as many things as I wanted. So what I thought about doing for next year is each week make a different project, like smaller projects, maybe have like a big project going as well, but do specific, maybe not necessarily a new stitch, but do like a specific project so that when craft show comes around again next year, I'll have some inventory made to take so that I'm not sitting up late at night trying to whip out stuff. And okay, so we're talking about how so the craft show was what, last weekend? Was it? Or was it 2 weekends ago? It's been 2 weekends ago already. Oh my goodness. This month is flying by, y'all. But 2 weekends ago, it was hot, hot, hot. It was like in the 80s. So I knew when I saw what the temps were going to be, there was no way I was going to be selling beanies. Wasn't going to be selling beanies. Wasn't going to be selling scarves. Wasn't going to be selling wraps. No blankets. That's not what people are buying when they're sweating their butts off. And it was outside. If it had been inside, maybe. But outside, that wasn't happening. It was too hot. So I knew that stuff wouldn't sell. So I've got to start making some stuff that, which I mean, don't get me wrong, I did okay. I mean, I made my booth fee back, still made a little extra. So I mean, I did fine. But the goal is always to sell out. So I really need to make some other items that are not that aren't dependent upon the weather. So Carrie said it would be cool if you did a temperature blanket. I want Mama to make one, but she won't. Carrie, I started a temperature blanket one year. It's a whip. It's somewhere. It looks really cool. I'll see if I can find it and send you a picture. But I was doing it. I think I was doing it in half double crochet. And when it's done, it's going to be a queen size bedspread. Not a queen size blanket. I mean a full-on queen size bedspread because I had to make it wide enough so that it wouldn't be like this long runner that would go all the way up the hallway. But it's going to be massive. Massive. It's huge. So if I do a temperature blanket, I would do it differently. I might make little squares. I don't know. I would definitely do it different because it's going to be giant. Let me scroll back up here. Scrolly. Jenry says, people leave those tall skeletons up year-round and decorate them for each holiday. They do. There's those big, huge, giant, what are they, like 12-footers? They're giant. There's one between here and where I've been driving for all my doctor's appointments. They have one at the end of their road, and they got like this gate and this big, huge skeleton hanging over it. Let's see. Granny D said she used to really decorate her set for Halloween, but I can't get to the closet. It required me to unclutter. I need a maid just to keep my yarn and whips uncluttered. I feel you on that. Y'all just can see a tiny little bit right here. But like this behind the curtain and that Hot Mess Express right here. Episode of Hoarders, or what was that other show that HGTV did? Bonnie said she decorated for Halloween when her kids were small, but now that they're older, we don't really celebrate Halloween. But they do celebrate the dead November 1st and 2nd. Sorry, we celebrate the Day of the Dead November 1st and 2nd. I got you. And Angel said those are expensive. We have a person who has 5 of them. They leave them around up year-round too. Oh, wow. Samantha says, what is the question? I'm getting ready to drop it. Hey, Frizzy Bee. The other bee on the YT streets. Welcome in. So are you wanting the question, Samantha, or are you wanting the answer to this? So this is the answer. Time to go green. A rhododendron is usually this type of plant, and a pine, this type of tree. And I'll let y'all know, for those that are giving me two answers, it's the same answer for both. Bonnie says Olivia leaves her friend up all year for her dad, so we decorate for the Day of the Dead all year on my fireplace. Oh, that's cool. Angel says, hi, Julian. Jen says, someone here has a Frankenstein monster that's almost 2 stories tall. I can't imagine that cost. Ooh, wow. Jen says, we all have a curtain. True that. Let's see. Carrie says, I love Halloween decorations. I use them as normal decorations. Yes. Alrighty. Let me go over here. I'm at the bottom of the chat. Go over here to my, oops, wrong thing, my banners. Okay, so again, time to go green. A rhododendron is usually this type of plant, and a pine, this type of tree. This type of tree. And remember, time to go green is our category. And the question is, what is evergreen? So those that said evergreen, y'all are correct. Jen says, Grady D, some people just like to spend money, but the yards look so cool. They do. So, okay, so I was telling y'all about our town. So I don't remember how many years this parade has been going on, but we have a Halloween parade every year now. They started it several years ago. So we have a Halloween parade. But all of our skeletons have, so many people were talking about them online that the news people came to our town, our little Halloween town, and did a whole story on them. Which for our town, that's a good thing, because usually when we make the news, it's not for something great. It's for something terrible, not great. We'll put it that way. They're usually at the courthouse or the jail. But yeah, so they came and did a fun piece on it. And then, and they came out of Nashville, because we're about an hour away from Nashville, but that is considered our local channel. So that's where we get all of our local news out of Nashville. And then the newscaster that came, the anchor, I guess, that came and did the journalist, whatever you want to call him, that came and did that story, he's going to come back for the Halloween parade, which if y'all if you were members, last year I did a live from our Halloween parade. It was really quite long. And I kept saying I was going to go back and edit it, and I just never did. But it's still, I'm pretty sure it's still on there for members' videos. But it's really cool because they put lights on it and play spooky music, and it's just a lot of fun. And then that's always the Saturday. The Halloween parade's always the Saturday before Halloween, unless Halloween falls on a Saturday, and then they do them on the same day. And then, of course, if it rains, we have a rain delay day. But then on Halloween, our town square shuts down. They block off all the roads not all the roads. They block off most of the square, and then a lot of the neighborhoods that are right there, they shut the roads down, and you can only get in there if you live on one of those roads. But that way, all the kids and the parents can go somewhere safe and not have to worry about your kids getting run over by a car or whatever, and then just trick-or-treat up and down. And my sister moved into that neighborhood, and so we usually go to her house, decorate up her yard like super spooky and really cool. I also have a video on my channel of her yard, how it's all decorated up. Thousands of kids come through there. I think one year, I don't remember how many pieces of candy we gave out. Lots, but from like 5 o'clock till probably like 8:30 or 9 was a constant stream of kids all night long. And we give it, and we don't care. If you are in high school and you want to trick or treat, baby, you come on, we're going to give you some candy. If you're 2, if you're a newborn and mom and daddy want to get out and show off their baby and trick or treat, then baby going to get some candy from mom and daddy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets candy. You are never too old for Halloween. Never, never. Let me scroll back up here. Bonnie was saying to Jen, the ones that own multiple of the skeletons, every year they add more and more to it just to outdo the other one. Samantha, how far is Buc-ee's from my house? About 3 hours-ish, probably. Granny did say, ooh, Halloween parade would be so cool. It is. It's a lot of fun. What town am I in? The Halloween parade is in Centerville, Tennessee. Bonnie said people in Branson started decorating for Christmas because November 1 town is decked for Christmas. Oh, wow. Karen said, saw a story, not sure where, but the people were complaining about the decorations. They live in an area where they can't decorate Halloween. We had some people decorating, or we had some people complaining about the decorations as well. But some people don't celebrate Halloween, and that is totally fine. But, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. Angel says, I love the popcorn balls, caramel apples during the season. Yes. Love me a good caramel apple. And when my kids were little, and they may still, some of the houses probably still do, but when they were really little, they had not started shutting down the square. The town had not started shutting it down yet. So we would go to the street my parents live on, and then one of their neighbors at the time was an elderly woman. I would say she was probably in her mid-80s, and she would make popcorn balls, and to the kids that she knew and knew their parents and stuff, she would give that kind of stuff out. And then we would drive to town and go to my great aunt's house. And so, yeah. Carrie says, we do a festival type thing on their main street. The businesses decorate and you just walk around. Yes. And I did take my kids to that when they were little. They had a lot of the churches and stuff do trick or trunk, which is a lot of fun. Let's see. Bonnie says, yep, in November 1, they'll have too many tourists until January 1. I will be a busy woman. Oh, I bet. Yeah, being in Branson. I get what you're saying. Yeah, absolutely. Granny D says, right, I never cared how old the trick-or-treaters were. When she was married, she lived in a development that got hit hard with trick-or-treaters, and I loved it. Had the fog machine, little graveyard, ghosties in the trees, little fire and weenie roast with my teacher buddies. See, that's fun. And that's what, and like at my sisters, we'll have chili, and, you know, people, friends and stuff will come in and get stuff to eat, and we'll eat snacks. And one of my good friends also does the same thing. Before my sister moved there, I would go to my friend's house, and same type thing. Everybody would bring something, and we'd have food. And if it's cold, they can come in and warm up, and it's just a lot of fun. Whole lot of fun. Bonnie says, cool. We finally moved into our mobile home. Always lived in an apartment, so we thought we'd get lots of trick-or-treaters. Bought lots of candy last year. Had none. I was disappointed. Really? I would have thought an apartment. I'm like you. I would have thought the apartments would have had lots of trick-or-treaters. Breezy B says they call it trunk or treat in West Washington, WA. I almost said West Virginia. It's definitely not WA. Jen said her mom made popcorn balls all the time, saran wrapped them, and that was fine. Not today. Yes. And see, that's the thing. That's why I'm like, she gave them to the kids that she knew, because she knew that if she gave them to the other kids that the parents didn't know, that they would throw them away. Granny D says, yep, they don't have folks who come there either. And see, and I never, like usually here I would have like one or two, and it would be like the neighbors across the street, because I live on a pretty busy road, but I never have really gotten a lot of trick-or-treaters. And then, so yeah, which is kind of, it's not really, I won't say sad, but it makes me feel kind of old, because now one of those little kids that used to come trick-or-treating to my house has a kid and lives across the street from me now. So, yeah. Of course, I can't really say anything because my kids have kids. Well, my oldest son has kids, so, you know. Felicity says, yes, Washington. Karen, we have a circle block. They close to cars, and you just walk for all the Christmas decorations, and it's a food drop-off. They get so much traffic, you can only walk now. That's cool. See, that's how they do in town for the trick-or-treaters. And then a lot of the businesses will still be open, and they'll be doing like hot apple cider and hot chocolate if it's cold. And then they also have a Halloween costume contest. So it's fun. It's just a lot of fun. Bonnie says 20 years ago in Chicago, or 20 years in Chicago, same apartment, never had any trick-or-treaters, same here. So that's why we thought in the mobile home, but nope. That we would have some, but no. That's wild. Bonnie said, I always took my kids to the houses, but never by the apartments, and I live by a lot of apartments. See, like, my aunt, when she lived in an apartment complex, like, they would all come in. But I guess it's because, I don't know. I guess it just depends on the apartments, maybe. I don't know. Jen says, I love hot apple cider. Me too. I do. It's yummy. Yummy, yummy. Okay, so I'm going to take this off of the screen here. Karen said, our mall used to have a Halloween parade and all the stores gave out candy. Oh, that's cool. When I worked in the mall, we would give out candy, but I don't remember us having like a parade. But I do remember we would hand out candy because a lot of the kids, sometimes we would have kids come through. Bonnie said, well, all the apartment doors were locked and you had to ring a bell to get in the building. Oh, I got you. Ours aren't like that. Ours are, yeah, you don't have to ring a bell to get in. They're all the entrances are right there. It's not like in a big tall building. I guess in Chicago it'd be different though, because it'd be like a high rise or whatever. Yeah. Hi, Tiny. Ours are like two levels, and yeah, where she lived, and so that makes sense. But alrighty, y'all. Does anybody have any questions at all on the lemon peel stitch? If so, let me know. And let me go over here. Melanie says, Tiny. Yep, he's right here. I had to take my blanket away from him earlier because his little furry butt was going to make biscuits on it. And I was like, no, 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 no. We're not doing that. We are not making biscuits on my blanket. So I made him get off of it. He was not impressed. He was not a little happy camper. Oh, what I was getting ready to say was, is anybody going live? Or does anybody want to go live? If so, we can do a raid over there. Let's see if anybody is live or going live on my phone here. But if ever you felt like going live and you want to try it, let us know. We can do a little raid over to your place. I am not seeing anything scheduled for the immediate time frame on my phone here. So y'all let me know. I do see one person that is live and gaming. That's it. Okay, Bonnie says, so the first row is a single crochet, and then the second row is where you rotate, double, and single. Yes. You do not have to do a row of single crochet if you don't want to. You can jump straight into the stitch. You can just chain and then instantly start with a single, double, single, double, single, double. If that's what you want to do, that's your choice. I like to do a foundation row first for most of my projects. Now, like on this blanket, I didn't do a row of single crochet in the blue first. I just worked straight into, because I did 2 rows of single crochet in black, so I just started working the stitch as soon as I started going. Because technically I already had my foundation rows below it already, so I didn't have to do another one, but you don't have to. That's up to you. That is up to you. Hang on, y'all. Stop my camera for just a second. I gotta wipe my nose. I got fur on it. Woo! There we go. Fur or fuzz or something. Granny D says, time to get back to the Spooky movies. Nighty night. Nighty night. Oh, let me show y'all. This is how the little felting project that I did the other day turned out. For those that were here on Saturday night, this is where I did the thicker coat of the adhesive. Y'all can see I missed that spot right there, so I need to go back and do it. And then here is where I did the really thin layer of the adhesive. And then when I went back and did the thicker here. So I would say do a nice thick coat of the adhesive. And then put the felting powder on there. Because that part where I did the thicker layer did really well. Let's see, Chris K says she does that, but edge after and edge as you go. Right, yes. And I like to do that as well. Especially for my dishcloths. I will start with 2 rows of half double. I should have brought one in here. You know what? Let me go grab one. Give me just a second. I'll go grab it. I'll be super quick. I'm sorry, Tiny. I'm going to step over you. Not on you, but over you. I could have put some music on for y'all while I pop out of here. I'm back. If I can get over here. Stepping over stuff. Okay. Oh, Nancy says not a live, but a premiere at 11:15. Okay, so what is that, 30-ish minutes? Okay. So this one is, looks like, okay. This one I did not start and end. Obviously I started and ended it. I started and I did a row of half double and half double. This one I just started straight with the stitch. I jumped straight in doing the rice stitch. Not the rice stitch, the lemon peel. But this one I did, like I said, I started out with a row of half double and ended with a row of half double instead of doing a row of single. The one I was going to show y'all, apparently I sold it. But this is one that we did with, let's see, the Suzette stitch, I believe. But I did 2 rows of half double, and then I did 2 half doubles at the start and 2 half doubles at the end, and that framed it out. And let me flip my camera so y'all can see that. Nancy said it's only 10:45 there, so 11:15. 11. Did you say 11:15? Right? Didn't you say 11:15? Yeah, so 30 minutes, 30-ish minutes. Okay. Oh, I see what she's saying. She's saying to Jen, she's like, yeah. How many stitches do I do across from my wash dry? Usually I do 25. 25 depending upon what hook I'm using, but usually 25. Okay, so let me turn my camera so y'all can see these better. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Okay. Okay, so here's this one. Oh, let me zoom me back out. But by doing 2 half doubles at the start and the end of each row, and then starting and ending each, or starting with 2 rows of half double, it kind of frames it out so that all your texture is right here in the center. And then I added a little loop-de-loo on this one. I believe I actually made this one on a live. Bonnie says, I'm a tight crocheter. That might be short. I crochet pretty tight too, but I crochet a more industry standard when I use my Odyssey. So if I'm not using that, and then I'll go up a hook size or 2. So this one I just started straight into the lemon peel. So you can see, oh, that's upside down. So you can see here I've got my singles and my doubles. But normally I will start and end with a half double on a lot of projects, like especially baby blankets and stuff. But it just gives it a nice little texture without a lot of without having to do any special post stitches or bobbles or anything like that. And I did the back or the working into the hump so that both ends look the same. So, Bonnie said, what size hook do you use? A K hook. 6.5 millimeter is what most of these are made with. It also gives it like a really flowy, because this is that peaches and cream, or it's one of the cottons that we talked about earlier. Pretty sure this is peaches and cream right here. But by using a larger hook, it gives it a nice drape as far as dishcloth, so it's not real stiff. Because if I use the hook size that it calls for, because I do crochet tight, it would stand out straight. It would stand out straight by itself. And then this is also, and as you see, I used a different I used a different hook because I think both of these are 25 across. Let's see. Yeah, that one's 25. This one may be wider. Nope, both of those are 25. So it also depends upon the stitch. Let's see. Chris says she measures from the top middle finger to the heel of her hand about 5 inches and a 5 millimeter. I usually do mine like this. I want mine to be big enough for my hand, at least. And then I square them off like that. I just fold them corner to corner. And when I don't use a rule. I don't use a measure. I don't measure them. I just, when it gets to where about like that, then I'll go ahead and finish it off, and there we go. Yep. Alrighty, y'all. Miss Nancy, type in Be Happy, BEE Happy. So Mr. Nightbot will drop your link. She was saying she has a premiere that's going to be at 11:15 Eastern, 10:15 Central. And then wherever you are in accordance with that, you can figure it out your time. But if y'all want to go check out her channel, Mr. Nightbot should drop her channel link. There it is right there. And y'all can go check out her premiere here in a few minutes. If you are looking for somewhere to go and wanted to keep on chit-chatting in the chat, since it is a premiere, we'll have a live chat so y'all can go check it out. And Miss Bonnie is saying to Angela if she is given the answer to the question, she's a little bit behind, and thank you for that. She is a little bit behind. You're so very welcome. But yeah, you know what? I may have actually used the J for that one. I don't know why. I don't remember. I had to go back on the live and look. But I know I used a K for this one, and this is where I normally use a K hook. Is what I usually use for them. And that's how big it is. A little bit bigger than my hand. I have little tiny baby hands, but it's roughly that big. Oh, you know what? I could tell you how big it is. Hold up. About 9 inches. About 9-inch square is how big it is. Dun, dun, dun. Bonnie says, I don't know the alphabet. 6.5. Yeah, as far as the hooks. Yeah, it's a 6.5 millimeter. And so I do mine. I do most of my washcloths between 8 and 9 inches. Roughly. Yep. And you know, I love this cotton is a little bit thinner. It's quite a bit thinner, I think, than, so, you know, well, let's see. No, it'd work out about the same because that was 20. We did 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 stitches showing. So 25. Even with that, it would still work out about the same size. So, oh, thanks, Frizzy Bee. And is that Julian? I heard people saying hi, Julian, when you came in. But so still 25 would be that would give me the same width with this one. Because I still have 5 stitches here. Julianne, gotcha. Well, hello, Miss Julianne. So but yeah, I think that would be. You know what? I may frog this one back out a little bit, make it a little bit wider, and make me a towel out of this because I like that color. I'm all about the color. And you know what? I'm actually liking it mixed with this color. And I've got some of the, well, it's a little more turquoisey. This is more of a minty blue, or more like a pale, maybe more like an aqua. That would be good to mix it in with that. Yeah. Alrighty, y'all. Let's see here. I was getting ready to say goodbye, and then I saw Bonnie posted something else. She said she likes hers that way too, or she likes hers. That's why she bought 3. Had no idea what I was going to make with them, but it was on sale, and I liked it. I know, right? And I've still got 2 full skeins of this. Because initially I was thinking a scarf or a skinny scarf still be pretty thick. I don't know, but I could still do a skinny scarf with it. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll think on it. Oh, and for those that are still here, if you missed it at the beginning, whoops, if you like the Odysseys, or if you like furls, I'll just say furls because the streamlines fit in here too. I bought this off of Amazon. It is a bamboo test tube holder. And check it out. It holds all my hooks. And they're not tight down in there. And it holds the streamlines and the Odysseys. So, and then it also will hold diamond painting. Like if you have some of the fatter diamond painting pins, they will also fit down in here. So, or if you don't have an Odyssey, but you have some of the other ergonomic hooks, they will also sit down in there. And it's got like this little, like a little divot down there that the test tube is supposed to sit in. So you can put the bottom of your hook in there. So check these out. Not sponsored or anything, but I bought this off of Amazon. And I just wanted to share because I was super, super excited about it. Jen said, did I know that there's an Etsy shop that sells Odyssey type hooks? Girl, no, I did not. I did not know that. You'll have to share the name of it. I did not know that. Bonnie said, wait, it's got green. I don't know. You talking about mine or yours? It's got a oh yeah, it does. I was gonna say it has, yeah, it's got green. I was gonna say it just has a little bit, but yeah, not a whole lot. It kind of goes quickly from blue to green to yellow. Jen says they're on sale, I think, November 1st. Do you remember the name of the shop? Hey, Connie, welcome in. How are you doing today? Charlie and Ollie send their meows. Meow, meow from Tintin. Doing good. We were just getting ready to head out, and we just keep on chitty-chatting. Bonnie said hers doesn't have the yellow and green. That's the difference. It's got all the other ones. Oh, wait a minute. And then she said, oh, wait, it's got yellow, just no green. And then she says, wait, it's got green. I don't know. I'm with you now. But yours didn't have blue, right? Chris K said, spa set. I could do that since I know that this works up well as a dishcloth. And I have a friend that's been wanting me to make soap sacks because she still likes to use bar soap, but she likes the soap sacks. So I could do that. And then put the little soap down in there and put a little loop so you can hang it. Connie says, greetings all my amazing yarny friends. How are y'all doing today? Good, good, good. I saw your video. I started watching it at work, so I got to go back and finish it. Thanks for she's got a new video out called Just Another Thing to Bring You Joy. Something like that. I think is what it's called. It's Connie. Just Another Stitch. Jim Reeves says, okay, so it's called Yarn Art Center. Okay. This is not going to help me write. Put you back over here. This is what I need right here. Paper. Yarn. Oh my gosh, 17/20 till November the 1st. Okay, Yarn Art Center. Oh, for sure. I'm going to be checking them out. My birthday's in November, so I might have to buy myself a present. I always do. I always buy myself a present. Connie says, don't worry. Be happy. Exactly. Ooh, 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 ooh. Don't worry. Be happy. And that's the word, y'all. B-E-E happy. All one word. Be happy. For Mr. Nightbot to drop your link. Bonnie said, had some blues. It just looks a little different. I wonder if they just... Well, no. I was going to say, I wonder if they just changed the name, but I didn't buy this on clearance. I bought this on sale. I didn't buy it on clearance. So they should still have this one. So, I don't know. Don't know. Chris K said she used cotton bamboo for the soap sack. Nice. So the cotton bamboo didn't get all floofy or pilly. I guess it depends on which kind you're using. Maybe. Well, you know what? I take that back. The cotton bamboo I was using that I made my shirt out of, it didn't do that. That wasn't cotton bamboo that was giving me the floofiness. What was that? That was the other stuff. That was the what the heck is it called? Hold on. What was that stuff? Stitch 101. Whoa. Acetate. That's acetate modal. This stuff right here, it doesn't look like it would, but when you work with it, it gets floofy real quick. But I used it to make a shirt, and even still, it almost, okay, like if you've ever like wore like an Angora sweater and then you take it off and you got all them little, like the little floof balls all over you. That's what this does. I don't know why, but anyway. That's right, because the cotton bamboo is what I used for my shirt. And then a daggum mouse ate a hole in it. Connie says, happy early birthday. Yes. Bonnie says, what is the soap sack? It is, you just crochet a little pouch and then you put your soap down in it. So you use it like a little washcloth and then you just... Connie said, Frank says it is 48 degrees outside. It is 45 here. So 48 in Louisiana, that's pretty chilly. Susan says, oh no, I almost missed you. I've been baking all day. Ooh, yum. I bet it smells delicious in your house. Bonnie says, I've got about 10 of those blue ones. It's called Denim Blue, and I love it. But hers says, I love this cotton, though. I've got some of that denim blue, and I love this cotton. Bonnie says, oh, I've got those made out of mesh. I got some. And her daughter got them. Connie's working on a huge pumpkin. Cool. But that's a good idea. I could make a little spa set out of this. Because I have plenty. And then I could do either use this as an accent color. And then I could do solid, like a solid dishcloth or a solid cloth. And then a variegated. And then do a towel with like some accent piece. You got me thinking. You got me thinking. Susan said, yep, made beef enchiladas and pumpkin chocolate chip bread. Ooh, yummy. Angela said, ugh, 40 here in Tennessee. Ooh, you're in Tennessee too, Miss Angela? Where are you at in Tennessee? What part? We've probably had this discussion before, but where bees you? Chris K, that store had one orange left. What? The one you just went and looked up? The yarn art? The yarn art center? Bonnie says, I only make rags for the kitchen. I've never made them for the bathroom. Oh, you should make them for the bathroom. Yeah, because you can use them for either or. And I've started only recently putting a little loop on them so that you can hang them from the hook in the kitchen, or if you have a hook in the bathtub, you can hang it. But y'all, I actually use a scrubby in the kitchen. Angela said, Pioneer, Campbell County. My geography sucks. Are you east, middle, or west? And you know, when I was in 6th grade, I had to do a map of was it 6th grade or 7th grade Tennessee history. I had to map out the whole state of Tennessee, and I could tell you what every county was. I don't remember. I know the counties where I'm at, like around me, in Knox County, Davison County. Bonnie says she only uses white rags on her face and white towels on the hair. That's good. You know which, but by doing that, you know which rags, you know which towels and rags are for you, for your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know that them white washcloths are only for your face. But yeah, I use scrubby yarn. And I don't scrub my face with it, but that's what I use on my face. It gently exfoliates, as long as that way if you don't have any of the gritty exfoliating cream, if you don't like to use that kind of soap, you know, you can use those scrubbies. But even these with a little bit of texture work good too. And I have a tutorial for a little face scrubby that's got little baubles. What? Come here, you. We'll take the candy bowl out. Because these I forgot to take to the craft show. I also have these little face scrubbies. They're smooth on one side, and they got little textures on this side. You can use them for your face, or you can use them for your dishes. But these are just small. But yeah, totally forgot these. Have a whole little candy bowl full. Anyways. Hey, Zach. Chris K says use scrub off or facial rags. I don't think it's scrub off that I use. Let's not break it, shall we? Tell you what it's called. It's do I have one? Yes, I do. It's called Scrubology. It's cotton. I know a lot of people don't like this. I like it because it's also 100% cotton. This is what I use for my face scrubbies, or for my friend told me I should make some mitts. She wants me to make her a mitt for the shower. But I make but this is what I use for my face. I have small ones. They're like about the same size as that, but it's small. That's what I use for my face. She wants me to make some bigger ones because you can also use it like to exfoliate your skin, like your legs, your arms, wherever. But you don't want to like scrub it hard because this does have texture, but it's not super abrasive. This color is called Honey I'm Home. It's got a little bit of blues, a little bit of pinks, a little peachies, a little bit of yellow. East Tennessee. Okay. Well, I hope you did not get I hope you didn't have any damage from all that rain that we had. We had here where I live, we had a lot of rain and we had flash flooding, but nothing compared to what East Tennessee got. Y'all got hammered. And my brother lives in South Carolina, and he lives really close to the North Carolina border. So all my friends and stuff, like, because that's where I went to high school. So a lot of my high school friends, my brother, they were without power for over a week. Well, he was without power for, I think, 5 days, 6 days. Some of my friends just got their power back last week. Another one got their power back 2 weeks ago. So they were without power for a while. Okay, so good. You did not have, that's good. Bonnie said, I'm just really funny about what I use on my face. I understand. Let's see. She uses Mary Kay and has an electric facing, one of them little, I know what you're talking about. Like a little round thing. And Nancy says, FYI, Yarn Art Center is in Turkey. That's okay though, as long, I mean, if they're making the hooks though, they have a good, what's the shipping on them? I'm gonna go check them out here in a little bit. Chris K says she uses the Red Heart version of that for a back scrubber. 22 by 2.5, 22 inches by 2.5 inches. Yes, and I've used that. I've got some of that too, Chris K. One of them is not. I want to say Red Heart has. They have a cotton version, and then they have one that's not cotton. It's got some. It's made by some. It's made out of something else, but I've used that as well. Nancy says shipping is $11.50 for one hook. So 17. So was that $28, $29? That's still, but if it works, that's still less than what the Odysseys were regular price, which most of my Odysseys I got on sale. I think, yeah. I think even when they restocked, I think all of them, I had coupons and got them on sale. But I'd still be willing to check one out and try it and see. Because if it is comparable, then at least I'll know a place where I can go if I need to replace one or add another size. Jensen Mishi told about the hooks and she said she loves them. Okay. And Mishi loves the Odysseys too. She's a furls girl too, so I'll have to check them out. Very cool. I wrote it down, so I'm going to go check it out. All right, y'all. We got to run because Nancy's premiere is getting ready to start here in about 4.5 minutes-ish. So let's get off of here so y'all can take a quick potty break and then head over to Little Treasures by Nancy and watch her premiere, and we'll take this conversation over there. All righty, y'all? Oh, Susan says, on my blanket, what size of hook did I use for this month's stitch, please? Susan, I went back down to my J. For the lemon peel stitch, I'm using my J hook. Whoa. I did change my stitch count back up to the 199. However, if I had been thinking about it before I added that extra stitch, I probably would have just left it at 198, which is what the stitch count is for September, because then it would just be a one row repeat. And that would have just made it easy for those that are following along. But if you want to do it exactly like I'm doing, I took it back up to 199 and I'm doing the 2-row repeat on the lemon peel instead of the 1 row. All righty. All right, y'all. Have a fabulous, fabulous night. Nancy says, I can't see paying $30 for one hook, but I'm frugal, cheap. Girl, I hear you. However, I bought one Odyssey and I bought a Streamline to check them out, just to review them, fully intending on hating them. I thought, I'm going to hate these hooks. I'm not going to like them. And then I'd be dadgum if I fell in love with the Odyssey. And then I was like, okay, I get it. I get why people pay $36 for a hook. But like I said, I got my first hook. I got them on sale. I got my first hook on sale. I was gifted some hooks from the fabulous Miss Sanita. And then, yeah. I love them. I do. I really do. Susan says, thank you. Glad I caught you. Bonnie says, my bad. I'm talking about the wash racks. That's okay. Bonnie says, I never buy expensive hooks ever. But I love them. I've always, the Hobby Lobby hooks, these here. But as you can see, they get chipped and I love them though. This is what I've used for years and years. Ever since Hobby Lobby moved into my area. And again, I bought these fully expecting to hate them because they're plastic. And I've always been a metal hook. But I really liked these. Prior to this, I used these boys. And I still use these boys. And I don't mean B-O-Y-S. I mean B-O-Y-E. Boy hooks. Bonnie says, I have a furl that I won. I was not impressed. I'm not a big fan of the Streamlines. They're not my favorite, but love the Odysseys. I did not like the original metal Streamlines. I have not tried the new ones that they've come out with. I haven't tried the new, I know they redesigned them a little. I haven't tried the new redesign. So Jen says, but I do love the metal furls. Love these so much. Love them. All right, y'all, let's roll. Y'all have a fabulous weekend. And I will see y'all around the YT streets. As of right now, we'll probably have the Crafty Ladies. It just really depends upon if the doctor's office calls me tomorrow and stuff that I have to get done this weekend. For right now, let's plan on having it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Nancy and I have to talk about it. She asked me about it yesterday or today. Yesterday. She asked me we talked about it yesterday, and it's just, this month has just kind of gotten away from us. So, we'll let y'all know. We'll keep you updated. We'll post and let you know if it's going to happen or not happen. How about that? All righty. Where am I going here? There we go. All right, y'all. Have a fabulous weekend. Remember, be creative. And until next time, happy crafting. Bye.